around. And I finally turned to her and I tapped the lady on the back and I said, listen, ma'am, I said, I usually don't speak up in situations like this, but I'm disturbed. You need to know, I'm going to eat food that your son is walking on. I said, that is not a sidewalk. Do you know that that's not a sidewalk? This is a counter. The manager just asked that your son not be on there. With his kid still marching, she turned to me and said, my son does not respect me and I cannot get him to do anything. That's a terrible illustration, isn't it? Yeah. If I didn't want that donut so bad, I should have left, but I stayed and ate it and moved on. But that child needs to learn limits, needs to learn discipline, needs to learn respect. And where does respect come? It comes out of accountability. And that's where I think if at a very early age, if you start asking these questions to your child, they'll just be raised with these questions. Where are you going? Who will be there? And what time will you be home? Those are great, great questions. Well, I also think that there needs to be standards concerning dating, about driving, about jobs, about grades, about curfew, about friends, and then about after school activities. Well, we need a fervent prayer, we need to have biblical standards, and then we need to have godly character. In the power of the Holy Spirit, we need to be parents that say, I want to bring my child up with God's help and ask the Holy Spirit's help in every way. Character is very much formed in a child by two things. When that child responds to authority and when that child responds to life circumstances and especially to pressures in negative circumstances. So we need to see that character is being developed in a child when it's in reference to authority, and secondly, when it's in reference to the pressures and negative circumstances of life. But my sad experience has been so much that that's when parents coddle kids. That's when they want to bring the kids to themselves and say, want to protect that little child from that experience. We need to have a sense of boundaries and in those kind of circumstances to allow it again to be a kind of teaching moment. Well, my last point is going to be that when it comes to godly character, we need to be Christians. But we need to realize that the path that we put the child on is going to be the direction that that child is going to go on. And so here's my encouragement, parents, that we make sure that we put that child on the path that Jesus Christ is on. That we put that child on the path that the cross is on. That the standards and the kind of life that we live, again, is one that could be pleasing to God. Because very simply, if I said, okay, here's a ticket, I want you to go to Boston, and I put you on a bus, and a bus goes from Taunton to Boston, we should not be surprised that this person ends up in Boston. Right? If I give a ticket to someone else and I send you to Providence, you're going to end up in Providence. The path that you put your child on is going to be the destination, the direction that they're going to be ending up on. What should we do as parents? We should make sure that they're on the path of Jesus Christ, that they're the path of the cross, the path of the church, and so forth, because that kind of destination leads home. It leads to truly being Christians in many, many ways. Well, my conclusion is that parenting is not a weekend project. It is a great job, it's hard work, but it takes perseverance. Charles Spurgeon said, and I'll end with this, it was by perseverance that the snail reached the ark. So friends, just keep, I think you missed that, didn't you? I thought that was cute. Okay, by perseverance, the snail made the ark. Well, just keep at it. What do we need to do? Fervent prayer. We need to have biblical standards and then godly character.